Hey, everybody!
Hi, guys.
I hope we're working. If we're working, throw something in the chat. Make sure that we are actually working. That would be great to know. We're winging it tonight, folks.
Yeah, back to the old days.
In the Mix is not here. He's on vacation, so...
Would you say he's out of the mix?
Yeah, he's totally out of the mix. So we're just kind of... I rigged up the best I could. Tried to go with some headings on the bottom like he does. We have Cicerone. Hopefully everything's going to keep working. I don't know. We'll see. If it's a dumpster fire, well, then, welcome to Low Expectations.
And by the way, if there's any new people out there watching, welcome to Low Expectations. It's Thursday night. Every Thursday night, it's at around 7:30. We go live, and we do a live episode. In fact, this is the 26th time, because it's episode 26, Tom.
That's correct.
It's the 26th time. It's our live episode. We started on this journey 4 months ago. And we've ended up here.
How about it?
Right where we started. So, also, so we're out of the mix tonight. Tom has been amazing. He is made a Herculean effort to make sure that we show up on air tonight. So, kudos to you, sir.
Thank you. Well, hopefully everything will work. I see we have a viewer.
A viewer. Back. Well,
so it makes me worry. It makes me wonder if it's not working or not. So if it's not, then somebody throw me a text or something. Let me know something's not happening here. Oh, there we go. Maybe someone is. Okay, so tonight we have a lot to talk about.
We do have a lot to talk about. Shall we? Let me get through the intro real quick, right?
Handle the business.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we said earlier, episode 26, Thursday night. Welcome to Low Expectations, where the beer will be great.
Ooh.
And we
will not be.
This is Tom.
Nope. I'm Tom.
I'm B. Yeah, you're still Tom. And and we're looking forward to hanging out with you guys for a little while and just generally chatting it up, having some fun, drinking some amazing brews. Guaranteed we have some amazing brews this week. So, if you are watching us now, you have found your way to the YouTube channel, Low Expectation Beers at YouTube. I'm just going to lay it right out there. In fact, I was going to record a video earlier today. I forgot. We are at 91 subscribers right now.
91!
This guy has been pining for weeks for 100. So I'm laying it out there. He and I got into a little disagreement because I know this is going to come as a shock to you, but Tom really wants to drink a stout tonight. And I know this is also going to come as a shock to you that I'm not really... I like stouts, but I'm not feeling it. So here's the deal. We made a bet. I bet we're not getting to 100 by the end of the show. If we don't get to 100 by the end of the show, I win. I don't have to drink the stout.
You're a liar.
If
it goes the other way.
If I win, I don't have to drink the stout.
You said we could get to 100.
If we do get to 100, then we're drinking the stout.
Okay. We're doing both. We're drinking either way.
God damn it. All right.
Getting out of it.
All right. Just freaking subscribe and like. 100. We're so close. Also, if you're not part of the Facebook group, head on over to Low Expectations on Facebook. Join, because if you're not, you didn't know about last weekend. Shame. Because last weekend, we'll get to that in a second, was fantabulous. And then finally, if you're on the gram, aim.lowest on the gram. B loves beer on the gram. Wrap it in bacon. Wrap that in bacon on the gram. You can follow us. That'd be awesome. Follow the page. That'd be awesome. So, all different ways that you can connect with us. But, Facebook and YouTube are the two big ones. He's waving a beer around. I guess he wants to talk about it.
It's time to open the first beer.
Go.
We're going with Treehouse beers tonight because a good friend of ours, Jess, made it to Treehouse, and she brought some stuff back. This is Jjjuliuss.
I say it like the Genesis song.
Jjjuliuss. Okay.
Something like that.
It is an American IPA at 6.8% volume. I'm going to put it near the microphone. That sounded good. No pour cam tonight, so this is what you get.
Was that your Phil Collins impression, by the way?
I don't know. That was my "it's time to pour this" impression.
All right.
There we go.
He's down to business.
It's all yours,
tonight.
buddy.
He doesn't have any time for shenanigans tonight. He's just
we
all
will.
business.
We will. We just had to get started.
Jjjuliuss.
There you go. Sounds good.
Jjjuliuss.
I got complaints today, man. I'm hot. I've been hot I was super cold last night. Now I'm hot.
3 Gs.
I got poison ivy all over my face from Saturday somewhere.
I'm super allergic to poison ivy.
I am not in a great mood tonight.
He's super cranky.
I'm hurting all over.
I'm pushing a Volkswagen uphill with cinder blocks for wheels, trying to get this guy to smile.
I'd say I'm probably about roughly the size and weight of Volkswagen. So, that's about right.
No. Ooh.
So we still have 0 comments in the chat. I'm a little worried that it is not working. Oh no. Oh, it's an old. Okay, hold on. I've lost a different chat. Okay.
You okay?
Yeah. So let me pop this chat out.
I was just about to head over and see.
Yeah, no big deal. I'm gonna take this over to there. There you go. Now you can see comments. Thanks. We're so glad it's working. Hey everybody. Hey Rags. How's it going?
Oh, Rags. I got a message from Rags in the middle of the day saying he'd been up and down the condiment aisle 3 times in the grocery store and couldn't find onion jam.
You gotta make it, man.
So I shot him the recipe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, his wife will make it.
He posted a vid of the jamming it up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Awesome.
So he jumped right in.
Cool. This is a very good beer. I like it.
It's super tasty. Yummy. You know me. I am an unapologetic Treehouse lover.
It is a little light, but it is still really good.
6.8%. It's just an IPA. That's because you, my friend, are firmly entrenched in the double IPA world.
No,
that's all you drink.
You're not getting a little bit of alcohol burn right at the swallow, once you swallow it down.
Not in the throat, in the mouth.
Yeah, in the mouth, yeah. Interesting. I've never had a beer like that. It's interesting. But it is super fresh.
It's super fresh and super yummy.
So that could be it. No big deal.
Thank you again, Jess. You are the real hero here.
Buy glasses. We have glasses for sale. Just message me directly. Don't use the form or anything. Message me directly if you want a glass. I guess that's about it right there. That's all the business we got to worry about, right?
Boom.
Let's talk about...
Boom. Do I?
No.
No.
Okay. Let's talk about what just happened on Saturday. It's kind of a blur. And it wasn't a blur because of the beers involved. It was a blur because I was absolutely shocked and my heart was filled with how many people came out to support Low Expectations and have a good time. We have a lot to learn. We have a lot to change and make better. We definitely need to have some kind of cornhole, some parking lot games going on.
Yeah, well, that was kind of tough with... we're coming out of COVID, so I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't want to push, but there's definitely refinements and ideas to be discussed and made. I agree 100%.
But I could not thank Round Guys and Scott enough. It was such an awesome event. They were so great to us. Everyone was really great to them.
They want us back.
Bought their beers, bought their hot dogs.
They want us back.
There's a couple places that want us back. So it was worth it to them, and that was good. And it's only going to get better from here. So thank you so much. It was a really great time. And if you didn't make it, we don't like you anymore.
I was going to say next time, because there's a couple next times.
I'll take that back. If you didn't make it, we'll like you when you come to one.
I liked the fact that the people that I didn't know, that I've been interacting through this, I finally got to meet some of them. It was really cool.
It was really, really
Kristen's really cool. Chris was really cool. I had a good time hanging out with them.
If you didn't see the pictures, Chris hand drew.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
He hand drew Dumpy the Dumpster. He made his own shirt, drew the whole thing, measured it out to perfect scale. It was beautiful. People were there to have fun, it was so great to see everybody having fun.
He was the real MVP. I forgot about that shirt.
It was great. So you should definitely come out to the next one, and the next one, and the next one, because we have a few lined up already.
I liked... There were some banging bottles being passed around to share.
Gosh, yeah,
Scott from Round Guys came out blazing with some bottles.
Yes, he did.
Enjoyed the Round Guys beers. I was drinking that, I think it was called Desert Cruiser, the Pilsner all day.
Yeah, Desert Cruiser. Really I must have bought 2 or 3 of those. They were great.
It was really good.
Yeah.
And then what also was really cool was watching the different groups of people that might have known you or might have known me. They kind of like started to commingle and formed a big giant fun blob.
Yep. It was fun. It was a really great time. And then a bunch of people didn't leave, and we all ended up at Well Crafted afterwards.
Yeah, well, we did the wrap-up. We cleaned everything up. Everybody who helped us clean up, thank you. We appreciate that.
Thank you so
much. And then, we got done cleaning up, and people were like, we're having fun. We don't want to stop.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
I'm that guy, too.
Let's head over to Well Crafted and do a post-party wrap-up.
And Sabotage was good. Then he says Sabotage was good. That was a good one.
Oh, the beer.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the watermelon wheat?
I do not know which one Sabotage was.
My wife really liked it.
If it was a watermelon wheat, then I didn't drink it.
Meg liked the watermelon wheat.
Oh, nice.
And I was supposed to bring some home, and I'm not sure if I remember to do that. Yeah.
I'm sure you'll be able to grab some.
Yep.
All right, so enough about that. Thank you so much. It was wonderful.
It was a blast.
Yeah. So now we got to talk about next time.
Next time.
Coming up fast, man.
As in Friday?
Friday.
Not tomorrow.
Next Friday.
Next Friday. Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, he just burped salami on me. Oh, he's a stinky bastard.
Chorizo.
What are you eating? Chorizo. Oh, God. Oh. Brush my teeth. Anyway.
That'll kill the poison ivy.
Yeah, we're actually going to Levante Stables on next Friday.
Mm-hmm.
We will be there. We will be doing our live show from there. We are not going to be doing a Thursday show next week. We will be doing a Friday show. We are super set. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, we're hanging with Jim from Levante, one of the owners. It's going to be hanging. We're going to be chatting beer. If you've never been to the Stables, it's a gorgeous outside venue.
Beautiful. Yeah.
I believe there was some talk of us maybe heading down early and doing a little this, doing a little
Somebody
that.
took the day off that day, so he could be there whenever.
Sweet. So, yep. Get your calendar out. Put a circle around it. Draw a dumpster on it. And say, Levante Stables. We are going to have some fun.
Carpool. You could Uber carpool. Do whatever. Just get there. It'll be great.
Yep. So that'll be next Friday.
Yes.
Showtime 7:30, but we'll be there a little bit early. Raking up some shenanigans.
Always there early, setting up, figuring things out. In the mix, we'll be there, so it'll be a proper setup.
Yes, mix.
Not the rigged setup that we run.
Putting them back to work.
Although I definitely, you got to admit, I've stepped up. This is a step up from what we used to run.
This is brilliant. I told him, I was like, this week, because we're also going to be, full transparent and honest. We put out effort last week, so we're both and
it was a recovery.
And then after Well Crafted, this old guy crawled home and went to sleepy sleep. Not this maniac. This maniac went all night.
Why wouldn't you?
All night long.
Why end the party? Just keep it going until you just can't go anymore.
Because I was sleepy. That's why
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
I slept last Saturday after the party.
You did. You were gone. You're like, I'm out. See ya.
That's what B-Love does. When he's done, he's done.
Oh, we're excited. We'll see Brew Pub Explorer there.
Yeah. I think we got a couple people coming down with us. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, it'll be a smaller group of our core people, but there's so many people there. It's always such a great place. It's really fun.
And listen, you are always invited. We want to come hang out with you. So, we go live at 7:30. We start doing the show, but we're there for before. We're there for a little after, so it's all good. It's all good.
You
yes
wanted to talk about some current news.
I know. Were you mad that I wanted to talk about that?
I'm not mad at all. I'm mad at the article that you sent me that I read.
Okay.
From the point of view that I saw it.
Can I talk about the article and then you can give me your color commentary?
Perfect idea.
Okay. So.
Would you like me to crack another beer before we get started?
Sure.
Okay. So let's.
This was delicious. I liked it a lot.
Ooh, this one I really like. It is called Jjjuiceee Project. All right, let's see how that cracks open. Sounded wonderful. And let's give that the pour. Looks good. Looks a little more pale than the other one, to be honest.
We have to get Nate to isolate, or in the mix to isolate that beer opening sound. And we have to figure out a way to use that.
We could, if I shut my mouth while I did it. Next time, I'll be quiet while I do it, and I can just isolate it. So.
And we need to do something with that sound. Oh. Yes. It looks like a different color.
Yes. All right, so you've got to get into the brew news.
So, the first brewery we're going to talk about, the one Tom is irked, is Treehouse. Treehouse, I didn't know this. I think it was in the article. They are second in production. I can't remember who they're second behind.
Brewdog.
Oh, Brewdog. So they're a big operation. They make and sell a metric shit ton of beer.
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
Maybe even two of them.
And
did you do salami again?
no, it's 2 metric shit tons. That's not.
Oh! I thought you were blowing salami on me again.
Whoa,
Jeez.
don't say that phrase.
After the show. After the show.
So, they want to expand. There is a town in Massachusetts. Believe it or not, this town is called Sandwich. Sandwich, Massachusetts.
Sammy. Yep.
Sandwich, Massachusetts. It's a coastal beach town.
Yep, it's a beach town.
And they wanted to expand there. They wanted to do, if memory serves, a restaurant, brew pub, and production facility or retail. I forget.
I believe both.
Both.
They want to be able to take online orders and distribute from the business where they.
So
like
I'm not sure if it's on a map where it's located, but I'm gonna say it's like Treehouse East.
Yeah, well, it makes sense. You can't go much more east than the coast.
All right, so the residents of Sandwich, and he's going to clarify in a second, are not a big fan of said proposal. Apparently, and if you go on to, I'm going to give him a plug too. If you go on to the Instagram, to the Hayes Boys account, he has screenshots of the letter this one guy wrote. It's pretty funny. This guy's very angry about the thing. My take on it is a little bit more neutral than Tom's. My take on it is the fact that in the article it said the town council green light and fast tracked the approval process through all the ordinances. They didn't take into account the size of the facility and the infrastructure going into place, and how what they propose for parking doesn't necessarily match with how many people are going to be flooding that place. And then finally, there appears to be, may or may not be, some type of environmental wetlands issue as well.
Yeah.
So that was my take on the article. He's got a slightly different take.
I do, and I'm just gonna try to make B not blue.
Oh, was I blue?
Oh, there we go. How about that, B?
Wow.
Looked pretty good. Anyway, here's my take on the article. When you read it a little bit deeper, and not even between the lines, they make it very clear that the lawyer who is employed by the residents of Sandwich, it's 4 people. 4 frigging people have a problem with it. You know, I can tell you who they are. The 2 people next door to the place and the 2 people across the street. I bet you any amount of money. You know what? You should have bought the land and done something with it if you didn't want something else there. Now they're going in there. They're going to bring a ton of people to the town. It's going to be great for the town. And the 4 of you are going to be pissy about it. And I understand that's fine, but tough shit.
You know what'd be cool?
If I had opinions?
No.
Oh.
If Treehouse went to these 4 people and be like, sorry, listen, you guys get free beer.
I don't think at this point it's anything about free beer.
No,
They're
no,
like,
no.
oh, I'm not gonna be able to have Nana park on the street when she comes to visit us for a day on the beach. How are we gonna go run to the store for more wine before we go onto the beach?
Is that how people in Sandwich talk?
I think so.
I
think these 4 people do.
I think everybody in Sandwich wears a funny hat too.
Oh, maybe. But anyway, that is my take on it. And the whole wetlands thing.
So angry about it.
I read the wetlands letter. The wetlands letter is just the lawyer grasping at straws saying, oh my gosh, this building might go against some rules. We don't know the rules that it goes against, but it might.
Now, in his defense, in the article, when they were describing all the different avenues the lawyer for the residents was pursuing, it did kind of sound like when Matty Lasers comes walking down the stairs. Pew, 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 pew.
He's just shooting at anything. He's just, I'm going to make some money off these 4 morons before the town says, go to hell.
Because I'm sure the town is like, oh my God, Treehouse is going to make us so much money.
Which, in the same article, they talk about the other location, starts with a D. Doonesbury or something. I don't know. It's not Doonesbury. So they're putting in another location somewhere else, not on the coast.
Dingleberry?
And it could be Dingleberry. Or Dingleberryville. I'm not sure. Anyway,
Station.
that one, every single resident of the entire town is super excited.
They're wearing treehouse shirts.
They're really glad to have them there, and they're super hyped because they know it's going to be a boon to their town and to their economy, and whatever.
However it ends up, Treehouse, this is a pretty tasty beer.
I support you, Treehouse, and those 4 families.
Were you going to say they can suck it?
Go back to Martha's Vineyard. Go buy a place somewhere else.
Why don't you move to Dingleberry?
No, there's a Treehouse there, too.
Oh, that wouldn't work then.
That won't work. Yeah.
All right.
That's my angry take on it.
I'm glad I got you to have an angry take. That's awesome. I thought it was very interesting.
Yeah. And now I want to talk about something sad that you brought up.
Oh, I'm not going to use the word sad, Tom. I'm wistful.
I think it's a really great thing, but it's the end of an era.
I know exactly how you feel.
I believe the words would be end of an era.
At this point, and ladies and gentlemen, write down May 27th at 7:51 p.m.
22:53 into the show.
Because Tom and I are on the exact same page. Mm-hmm, and this
absolutely.
Rarely ever happens.
Yeah, it really, really does.
So, I go ahead. You do this one.
Okay. So, this week, was it just this week, right?
It was a really recent article.
This week, Forest and Main announced that they will be leaving their Ambler location. And I got goosebumps saying it. It's sad, but it's good for them. Their Ambler location is this Victorian home. It's this beautiful, beautiful place. And the home and the look of the home, and when you walk up those steps, that is Forest and Main. It is that feeling. And Forest and Main beers have, I don't know, they're brewed like they belong there. It's just this great feeling there. Even the place next door has a very similar feeling.
I've never been to that place.
Okay, that's called like the new space, which
right.
is soon to be the old space.
Right.
They are going to move to a larger production facility, so it's a good thing for them. They're not downsizing. They're not being kicked out. They made the choice to expand their production and keep doing better. They want to expand their barrel program and everything else. It's really great for them. It is the end of an era for the Victorian house.
And I was probably there 4 or 5 times. And just the way I can describe it, or the way my memory feels about that place, is when you walked in, it was like the entire experience just reached out and gave you a hug.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was such a tight, tiny little space. You were usually there. I was never there by myself. I was usually there with like 4 or 5, 6 people.
Yeah.
I was always there with a crew, and we were always filling up the space every time we were there because it was so tiny.
And the space fills you up too. Like, it's just this very warm cloud of...
It's like being at your favorite uncle's house.
It really is. It's or you're like your Nana's house even.
And you're looking around, and there's all kinds of like stuff that's not at a brew pub and a brewery, but it's here, and it makes sense because... I'm struggling to put it into words, but it's so homey and inviting and comforting.
So one thing I implore you, please, if you have never gone there, you need to go for a couple hours. Go experience that place.
Again, it's not open.
Oh, they're not open?
It's curbside.
Oh, Jiminy Crickets, at least go look at it, drive by.
Do the research. Make sure it's curbside only, because if it's not curbside only,
you know what? It is such a small place. Maybe it is curbside only. Anyway, great place. Good for them. Very, very good for them. No complaints whatsoever. Nothing bad against them. Good for Forest and Main.
And they're only moving like down the street, but they're moving out of that space.
I hope another tiny little brewery can jump into that space.
That'd be cool.
It would just be so good. So if you're looking to start or move your tiny little brewery somewhere, there's going to be some openings in Ambler. It's a good location.
Yeah, I think the article said they're moving to a 15-barrel system, and they do really cool, funky beers.
So funky and weird, but really good.
Their saisons, I love their saisons.
Some of the best. I'd say they have great competition with Free Will, because Free Will's sour game is amazing too. But yeah, really, really great.
So happy and sad, conflicting feelings, but mostly happy. I'm wistful. That's how I feel about it. So, yeah, that was kind of cool, interesting news. I think what I'm going to do is I will post links to both articles on the page, so you
that's a
guys
good
can
idea.
read them and get caught up too.
Mhm.
How about somebody in the chat? Let's weigh in. How do you feel about the treehouse situation? How do you feel about? Have you been to Forest of Maine? Have you had that experience? Have you had their beers? Come on, give us something, guys. Feed into
Yeah,
it.
quiet tonight. It's been a really quiet week. I think we overdid it on Saturday.
I'm sorry, guys. Did we have too much fun on Saturday?
Yeah,
I promise we will not have any more fun.
Yeah, no fun.
I will be a stick in the mud next Friday at Levante Stables.
I cannot get comfortable in my chair tonight.
I'm sorry.
It's driving me crazy. Anyway, it's time for a part of the night that I'm super excited for.
Okay.
It's what we named the show for. You got Q's, we got A's.
I hope we got A's.
I took all the Q's and I put them all together. I kind of mixed them up a little bit. And here are the Q's and the A's. Now, if it's a both question, I guess either of us could read it.
I don't know.
But if it's a question for you, I should read it.
I agree.
Okay. All right, so just pull that clip off and here we go, folks. These are your questions for us. We did this because we have so many new viewers tuning in who really don't know us.
Oh, yeah. We got so many new members this week.
Yeah, that's why I said we got it. It's time to do the Q&A. Like,
Okay.
people asked, it's time to do it. So here we go. What's the first question, B? I believe it's for both of us. Oh, dear. Oh, I'm so sorry, sir. Would you like some more?
Are we finishing those or are we going to a new one? What do you want to do?
Well,
I want to do whatever you want to
I
do.
think we should go to a new one. We can
Do
finish
it.
those later.
Do it.
All right, so this one I really liked. I'm sorry. You know what? I digress. This one, this
Yeah,
Jjjuiceee project, we didn't talk about how good it was.
We didn't.
I thought this was even lighter than the other one. This was super light flavor, but still 8.7. It's a double IPA. Really good.
8.7?
Yes!
That's crazy.
Doesn't taste like it. It's super light.
It didn't taste anything different than the 6.8 we just drank.
Exactly.
So people... All right. I'm going to digress for 1 second.
Okay.
When we have the conversation about best IPA breweries, there are
Yeah.
two T breweries that always come up. Treehouse and Trillium.
Correct.
And my imperfect way of describing these two magnificent IPA breweries, I feel like the Trillium folks are super technically gifted when it comes to brewing an IPA.
Yes, I agree.
And I feel like Treehouse is super artistic when it comes to brewing IPAs.
And the thing,
That's my personal opinion.
honestly, if I were sitting here and drinking 6 Treehouse beers, by the time I got done those a 4th or a 5th Treehouse IPA, they're all going to kind of taste the same to me.
They have a very similar flavor
yes,
profile.
Very, very similar
Although
profiles.
the first two we drank were different.
Yes, and this one is going to be very different.
You've had it?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't had it.
Big Blue is super cool.
I thought it was brand new.
It is. I drank one of mine.
He didn't wait.
So, Big Blue is the double IPA version of Blue. It is an all Mosaic double IPA.
I love
Coming
Mosaic.
in at 8.4. We both love Mosaic. And this one was really great. I popped it again and talked over it. Jiminy Crickets.
It's okay. It's kind of your job. You're doing your job. It's okay.
The pour. Hey, look, it looks the same as the others. This one was my favorite out of all.
I'm very
Oh,
excited,
sorry.
Tom.
Go ahead.
Very excited.
Yeah, I'm really glad that I picked that one. That I ended up picking that one because this one turned out to be my favorite of them all.
So this one, color-wise, falls in between those two
Yeah,
for me.
yeah, how about it? All right, so while you're sitting on all that head, ask a question.
Okay, this first question is for both of us. Ready?
I'm ready.
Which beer does not live up to the hype?
The number one beer that does not live up to the hype?
I mean, it was I guess this is a follow-up. It was a big disappointment the first time you tried it. You chased. You had it, and you were like, eh.
You know, I'm going to have to say, this is years ago, I'm going to have to say Jjjuliuss.
Wow.
Jjjuliuss was good. And I'm not just sticking with tired hands. I think overall, Jjjuliuss was good. The other one that I was pretty disappointed with was when I finally got bottles of Pliny the Elder. The bottles of Pliny the Elder I had were like 6 weeks, 7 weeks. They were older, and it was not the best experience. But that's because of the age of the beer. I love Pliny the Elder. So there you go. That's mine.
Main dinner.
Oh.
I had heard that this was going to be a life-changing experience. And I put my safari hat on, I grabbed my long gun, and I hunted for that beer.
Okay.
And I hunted, and I strived, and I struggled, and I got it. And delicious, but it was not a life-changing next level event.
That's
for
a
me.
solid one. Yeah,
it's a really good beer, but
it is a really good beer. I actually compared dinner to like Pliny the Elder. I think they have a similar profile. That was great, isn't it? So Big Blue.
I love Big Blue. Big Blue is my friend.
Big Blue's the winner. It really is.
Oh, Big Blue. Both. Tom?
Mm-hmm.
What's the worst part of a bottle share?
I totally know this one. When I wrote this question down, I instantly knew the answer. The dude.
Ooh, you've got a guy.
There's this one guy who brings the super expensive bottle and won't put it on the table.
Oh, he pours?
He will pour you a tiny little bit as he walks around to the entire place, just to make sure that everyone there knows that that's the bottle that he brought.
I believe that's called a Richard Swinger. And
that's the worst part about
that guy was born in Sandwich, Massachusetts.
Yes! Yeah, that's overall the worst part. They're not always there, but they're there a lot.
I hate that guy.
Yeah, I do.
But he is not my worst part of the bottle share. My worst part of the bottle share, also, strangely enough, is a fantastic part of the bottle share, but it's the worst part. And that is what I commonly refer to as being caught in the pocket. When you are at the bottle share and you're in the pocket. Normally it happens when someone has a share in the kitchen. And there's an island in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And all the bottles are on the island and we are all surrounding. And you are in that one spot where you can't escape. And at the beginning of the share, it's fine. There's order. Left to right. Things flow in an orderly manner. But as the share progresses, chaos ensues. The mob forms. People start grabbing, if I may use the term, willy-nilly. And you got to try that. And they're enthusiastic. You got to try this. You got to try that. You got to try this. And then all of a sudden, if you are in the wrong spot in the line, you're in the pocket, bottles are coming at you from both directions. And that, my friends, is a recipe for disaster.
See, I will exit immediately that pocket, and I hate waste. I hate nonsensical waste just because you're not thinking about it. I hate that. The 22 bottles...
You must hate bottle shares then, because...
Well, I get myself in trouble every time. At a bottle share, the 22 bottles that are like half full still, halfway through I'll be like, I'm not drinking any more. I'm not drinking another one that somebody opens. I'm going to finish all these myself.
He pumps the brakes.
Ooh, bad idea. And I always get like, yo, come on, buddy. We can do this. Yeah, we can do this. And like me and somebody else just get into that terrible situation where we're not going to waste this beer. Bad idea. Always a bad idea.
I'm really happy because I'm a super social individual. I love getting in there and mixing it up. That's my thing. But if it happens early enough, I have enough self-awareness to recognize that I'm in the pocket and I can try and extract myself.
You know, I just thought of something.
Listening?
On Saturday...
Yes?
Because of the way we had it set up it was so hot out. So we had all beers in a cooler. Even open beers were in the cooler to stay cool. If you opened up something, it was actually a nice move for you to walk around and offer it to people. Instead of them having to go dig in the cooler and find it. So it's just that one guy. It's not when you're doing it to be a good person.
No. They understand.
Okay. Just
making sure. They know
Yeah.
the difference between you being enthusiastic and happy and you being like a... Look at me.
Okay, anyway.
Right, cool.
Good question.
Yeah, that was a good question. We don't know who these questions came from, do we?
No, they're anonymous.
Anonymous.
Yep.
Okay. Both. How did you start this show?
I have no idea. I can't remember. I think you started it. You said, hey, I want to do a podcast. And I was like, yo, my buddy has podcast equipment he said we could borrow.
Yeah, you sounded like that dude from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. yo, my dad's got an ultimate set of podcasting equipment.
And then we must have said that at 5 or 6 different shares every time we were together. Like, yo, we should do this. You would keep bringing it up. I'm like, yeah, I'm in, man. Let's do it. And then one day it actually happened. I really don't know how we pulled the trigger.
I think the impetus was COVID.
Oh, definitely. Okay.
We were stuck. We were stuck at home, and we were jonesing. And we, sorry, I got mesmerized by that comment. That's crazy. That's pure crazy.
Done. That's happening.
No,
That is
I'm
happening.
out.
That's
I
happening.
am out.
What a great comment, Rags.
I am out.
See, this is the point where Rags' comment would show up here because Nate can do things like that, but we can't.
Oh, Rag's comment would show up.
We miss you, Nathan.
Unlike
Yeah.
Rags.
Right.
He doesn't show up.
No, he doesn't show up to anything. Rags don't travel well.
Okay. So I think we talked about it. In case you haven't noticed yet, ladies and gentlemen, I am a look at me kind of guy. I like people to look at me.
I'm actually not.
I like to be the center of attention. I like to rodeo in and say, woohoo! I am constantly making things happen. I like a lot of our friends, like we all met kind of through Imprint, but then I had a share at my house and I brought everybody over, and then everybody in the basement that night was like, "Oh, you're cool, you're cool, you're cool."
Yeah, that was
the
first time we all met. Was that share in your basement? Yeah.
So I used to have quarterly shares all the time, and so I'm that guy. I like to make stuff happen.
That was the first time I met Justin.
Yes.
And I posted on the little share page that we had, I'm going to be bringing this answer crowler and this and that. And this young punk kid, that's all I saw from the picture. I was like, this 22-year-old kid's like, yo, I'm going to be bringing one of those too, so like maybe you could bring something else so we don't have like double stuff.
Whoa!
Like, yo, who the F is this guy? I'm going to hate this dude.
That's a ballsy statement out of the gate.
Uh-huh, yep. And then we ended up like just being great friends. He was more worried about
variety.
A huge, amazing variety. He wasn't like trying to, not at all. So I took it totally differently than it actually was.
So it ended well because Tom brought some vanilla and Justin gave him a spoon at the end of the night.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Justin loves the vanilla.
So that's kind of how this started. Did we answer the question?
I think we did a good job. We can move on.
Okay. Oh, it's for me.
What's in your pocket, B?
Strangely enough, I'm going commando tonight. I've got nothing in my pockets.
Ooh,
nothing
nice.
in my pockets.
Because the keys are over there.
Keys are over there. Yeah.
Nothing but some lint. Okay, good question.
Hey,
what?
Did you know that there's actually that lint that is in your pocket has a name? It's called Knurl. Gnurl. Look it up, kids. The more you know. Sorry to disappoint. I should have put something fun in my pocket.
I would name it Carl, but either way. Okay, what's next? I think I ordered that there's one for me next.
Both.
Okay.
Best concert.
Ooh. Oh. Oh, geez, that's a toughie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, best concert ever.
You just got to go the first one that comes to your head.
Zach Brown Band when we were pit front, like very, very front, the very front of as much as you could get. That was a great show.
Grateful Dead, Merriweather Post Pavilion.
Ooh. Wow.
For a variety of reasons.
Wow, that's awesome. Jealous.
Last concert.
I can't remember. It's been so long.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It's been so long. I believe it was probably a different Zach Brown concert, but it's been long.
Do I have to say it? Do I have to answer this?
Yeah, you gotta answer it. Backstreet Boys.
No, it was a concert I was invited to. It was Sarah McLachlan.
Ooh, well, how about that? Sarah McLachlan. Interesting.
Hopeful next concert.
Hopeful next concert.
I'll go.
Avett
Brothers. I'm praying they play this year.
I thought we were both hoping for Dead & Company. I thought we were trying to get a group for Dead & Company this year.
He's mad at me now.
I thought we were going to agree on this one.
I really want the Avett Brothers.
Oh, okay. But Dead & Company, you got to admit, is up there, right?
I'll go. Yeah,
okay,
man.
yeah. Because we were talking about that on Saturday.
I'm down.
Getting a group together.
I wanted to go see the Dead cover band at Ardmore Music Hall. You kind of went radio silent on me with that one.
Yeah, I missed that one. You'll have to fill me in on it later.
Oh, boy.
Okay, that was a question for both. Thank you. Good question.
Tom!
Yes?
If you could make me try any food and beer pairing, what would it be? Now this is different angles here. Does he want to punish me? Does he want to educate me? Does he want me to have a good time? Like what? Where's Tom coming from? This will show you a little glimpse into Tom's soul right here.
Oh, man, I want to go with.
I'm drinking some more Big Blue.
Something that's gonna blow your mind the way it blew mine.
Okay.
So I once did a beer and cheese pairing.
I love beer and cheese.
And the way that they played the beers off the certain cheeses was absolutely mind blowing. And I wish that upon everyone. So I wish that upon you.
If that happened to me, I would literally be vibrating about 6 to 8 inches off the floor. If I had an expert come in and say, "Eat this," and
that was it.
This.
Yeah.
I need to experience that in my life.
Yeah, we paid like $50 for a ticket, and you went there, and there was like 8 different beers and 8 different cheeses, or 7 different cheeses, and like 1 chocolate. But man, it was mind blowing the way it all mixed together. It was just fantastic. So
there was nothing I would love more than that.
Yeah. So I tried to think of ways to punish you, but to be honest, I wish that upon everyone. That beer and cheese pairing by a professional who planned it out.
So if he was going to punish me, I think what he would do is he would order one of those. Do you ever see the death chip that comes in the mail? In the back?
Yeah.
Just one chip.
I was thinking something like,
do you know what I'm talking about?
Raisins.
What is that? Oh, I fucking hate raisins.
I know you hate raisins, so I was like, I'm gonna make him eat broccoli salad with raisins
God,
and drink like
a Flanders red.
Yeah,
I would just vomit all over the floor.
Like just the worst combinations. Like it's gonna curdle everything.
I
like
hate
if I was
raisins.
punishing you,
I hate raisins.
So if I was punishing, broccoli salad with raisins, and we'll go with the Flanders red.
God damn, that would be my ultimate nightmare. Flanders red is pure vinegar. I hate that beer.
It's good. It's good.
I like that beer. It's so weird.
I like it.
All right, that was painful.
Okay.
All right, when was I first interested in the craft beer?
Oh, this is for B, by the way.
Oh,
when was he first?
Oh, you were supposed to ask that. I'm sorry.
It's not a big deal.
My goodness. It's probably been at least a decade. I can remember being super excited. My sons have played soccer forever, and I have a few very close soccer dad friends. And early on, I found a few that were willing to experiment and try beers. So that's kind of the impetus for how it started about a little over a decade ago. And I remember that we would go to Victory and Dogfish Head, and those would be kind of like, because we would have tournaments and we would always stop and have games, and then we would go to Victory and have beers, or we would go down to Delaware for tournaments, and we would go to Dogfish Head, and those were kind of our destinations. So that's kind of like how it started. Also, like in my Facebook memories, it cracks me up. Like I was so excited to check in to post these beers I was drinking so long ago, and it was like,
I just hate Untappd.
Rogue Dead Guy Ale. Ooh. I was so
Look
cool.
what I found at Shangy's.
And or some of the old bells, like the original bells, Hop Slam,
and Two Hearted, all those.
And I'm trying to think. There was one other. Oh, my local distributor would get a mix case of these foreign beers. It would be Peroni, Pilsner Urquell, and some Polish beer. And I thought I was so cool getting the mix case, and that was my big.
I am not a fan of those.
I like Pilsner Urquell. I like that beer. Peroni is meh. It's like some weak ass Italian.
They don't do it for me.
All
right,
that's it.
All right, we're 45 in, so we got to keep going.
Both of us.
We're gonna get to Cicerone.
What's your favorite movie and drink snack while watching it?
The movie I can never not watch, Shawshank Redemption.
Okay.
I love Back to the Future trilogy, but I need to plan out the watch. I need to set up the right night.
So I'm gonna double down on this and say, a movie you want to have a beer with. What's a movie you need to have a beer with?
I don't know.
You don't have one?
No.
It's like impossible to watch the movie without a beer.
The Great Outdoors. With John Candy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That would be my beer. I would have to have a beer with that.
I feel like Caddyshack makes me want to drink.
Oh, that's a great one. That's a great one. Yeah, I'm down for that. Yep.
Okay.
Good answer.
Tom.
Yes.
What's your favorite thing to homebrew?
My favorite thing to homebrew is my variations on pumpkin beers. I love pumpkin beer, and I love to vary them every year.
What's in your keg right now? Yeah. Tell them this dirty, filthy little secret.
I have not been brewing for a while. Right now, I have
An abomination!
Delicious. My kegs are filled with a 10% mixture, 20 proof, of vodka and spring water. And then you bring that up to full carb. And basically out of the tap comes a plain vodka soda water. Then, on top of the kegerator, there's 20 different little flavor shots. So you could have a pineapple vodka soda. You could have a pineapple strawberry vodka soda.
Sarsaparilla.
Yeah, so there's all these different. I love the sweet Southern tea vodka soda. It's really nice. It's inexpensive and easy to do, and it's much lower calorie than all this crazy stuff.
Now that we got that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, please go to the Facebook group right now and comment the fact that you would like Tom and I to do a homebrew edition of Low Expectations, because it's time to brew a beer on this show. He's fighting me on it. Look at his face right now. Get on the page and do it. I need your support because he is being a stubborn bastard.
The last time I tried to brew a beer with my friends, everyone just got way, way past the helpful stage, and I stood out in the rain for 4 hours while everyone else had a party in the house.
So 2 things. This time, we don't invite anybody over. Second, I promise to be out there with you, toting, mashing, boiling, cleaning. I'm there. Get in the comments and Facebook page right now. Make him make beer.
I will. We can do it.
All right.
In the fall, that's my favorite time.
Did you see what he just said? He put it off again. He just put it off again.
In the summer. Brewing in the summer is hot, man. Anyway. This is for B. If you could turn any food dish into a straight up banging beer, what would it be? See, I know what your favorite food dish that if you could turn into a beer that pulled it off, I think I know the answer to this one.
What would my favorite? I would like in the fall, around October, to have some type of beer that replicated a nice, warm, hot pretzel experience.
Oh, that's cool.
I would like
That's
that
cool.
kind of beer. Because there are pretzel-ish beers
Yeah.
out there. Like Shock Top makes a really shitty pretzel beer.
Like a good pretzel beer.
A really good pretzel beer. That's what I would like.
Weyerbacher does a good pretzel stout.
Do they?
Yeah, pretty tasty.
Okay.
Probably don't do it anymore, but they did. That's a good answer. Very cool. I thought you were going to go with chorizo tacos on the Blackstone.
I do like spicy beers. I do.
So, if you could pull it off, if it was possible, I think you would like a chorizo taco on a Blackstone beer.
For all my Facebook friends, if you saw the post tonight, those chorizo cheeseburgers were, oh my God. Tom's getting to experience them secondhand all night, but they are fabulous. Oh my God. It was
Not yet, Hokinson.
It was a beautiful.
It's coming.
It's a beautiful, beautiful Frankenstein of a cheeseburger. Okay. What is our favorite glass in Tom's collection?
Easy, hands down. This is my second favorite glass.
That's not what the question said.
My first favorite glass is my whale glass. I have been hunting this glass for 2 years.
Do you have the glass?
I just landed it, and it is in the mail. I'm so excited. I'm completing my Will Ralston set. I got the sticky fingers. It's coming. I'm so super excited. I've just never been so excited for it.
Explain to the people.
And I pulled it off not for money. The cost of this glass is absurd. I pulled it off for a beer trade.
Ooh.
The guy wanted some bottles, and it was... I'm so excited. I sent those bottles out. I packed them up and sent them out the very next morning. My favorite, most treasured glass is on the way here. But this is my second. This is made by Just Glass. And Just Glass makes beautiful glasses. I have 10 of his.
Did you have the beer on hand? Or did you have to hunt the beer for the glass?
I put up inserts of the glass. Here are 10 different bottles.
Oh, okay.
And he picked 3 of the bottles. I'm like, perfect. 3 bottles is 100% fair. That's great. You're getting a good secondary value there. Turned out the glass had a tiny little bubble on it. And he said, I see this little bubble. You know, you can bring it down to just 2 bottles. I was like, you know what, man? That little tiny bubble doesn't mean anything to me. It's not. It was a defect when you got the glass. And it's only a tiny little defect, the little bubble on top there. I was like, I'll send you your 3 beers, man. So,
Well,
they're on the way.
Here's why you got that glass. Because of what you just described. Ladies and gentlemen, I may be jumping the gun on the bromance question. But here's the deal with Tom. Here's what you need to know about Tom. He's a good karma dude. He puts a lot of good karma out there in the universe. That's why good things keep happening like that to him.
I also put a lot of bad karma out there, too.
But that's deserved.
Okay.
Just sit back and accept the compliment.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. My favorite glass in Tom's collection is the footlong. It is a regular old taster from a local brewery that Tom duct taped and wrote footlong on. And the first time I saw it, I just laughed. And now every time I walk, if you've watched past episodes, I gravitate to this glass almost every time I come in, and it just cracks me up and makes me laugh. Would you like to tell the story of footlong?
So when I go to family functions, either side of the family doesn't matter, and they put out like plastic cups where you write your name on the cup. I always write my name on the cup. It's footlong. And then I kind of hold it so people see that it says footlong everywhere, and I just walk around and I talk to grandparents and aunts and...
Do they react to the footlong?
No.
Which is fabulous.
It is the best.
Because do they not react because they don't look? Do they not react because they're uncomfortable? Or do they not react because they think he is the bastard stepchild of the uncle and the uncle's son? Yeah. So I don't know
why. Or they don't get it.
They don't react, and that makes me laugh.
Oh, it tickles me. I love it.
So I don't know why. If I could pan this camera around the studio, you might see 1,000 glasses.
Yeah,
and
probably.
I'm going to say a good 60% of the time I'm here, I always take the footlong glass.
And if we're going taster, I always go with my Freddie Mercury taster.
Makes me laugh.
Yeah.
All right, so that's that.
Good question.
Tom, do you really have crocheted pants?
Yes, I have 70s shorty short crocheted pants.
Why have you not worn them on the show, Tom?
Because I don't often wear pants on the show. How would you describe the mouthfeel of a Mickey's?
I do use the word mouthfeel a lot. I apologize for that. If it sounds douchey, it's my fault. I'm being douchey. I don't know. It's been a minute since I've had a Mickey's. My collective memory does not recall the mouthfeel of Mickey's. I do, however, have visceral, terrifying memories of slicing my hands opening that Mickey's Big Mouth top. No, it's the pull twist to get the Mickey's Big Mouth top off.
I've never seen that can.
Oh my god,
that's before my time. Oh. Now it's just like a bottle.
No, yeah, it was a bottle. It had this. Oh my god.
Oh, weird.
So I sliced my hands open multiple times, opening up the Mickey's Big Mouth.
That's crazy.
But the Mickey's Big Mouth was a favorite at one stage of my life because of the alcohol.
The affordability and the alcohol content.
Yeah,
yep,
the bang for the buck.
Right onto my chart.
The bang for the buck.
Okay, so which Avenger would you be, and give that Avenger a new beer-related name?
This is for me?
Mm-hmm. This for both.
Oh, okay.
I've got mine. Do you
go.
think? I would be the Hulk, but I would change his name to Mash. So easy. Hulk Mash. It's like the homebrew, brewing beer. Perfect. And I'm pretty much like the Hulk.
I just got something really lame. That's all I got.
Do it.
Hop-eye.
Hop-eye.
Sorry. Okay. I'm so sorry.
That's pretty good. No, I kind of like that.
It's really
That's
bad.
tricky.
It's
no, I'm going to give you credit on that one. That was good. That's good. All right. How did you morons meet?
The brewery I work at, right?
Yeah. We met at Imprint.
Yep.
Eventually. I usually hide back like in the corner, but then I'll start talking to people over the night and eventually.
And he probably came a couple times, and then back in the early days of Imprint, I was able to throw a few events there.
No, that was I never actually made it to one.
You never made it to a single. You didn't come to my birthday party?
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Oh, you're right. Okay, so is there a beer that you've had only once and loved but could never find again? Yes.
Oh my god.
Other Half Brewing Company. It is a Kolsch called Swedes in Heat. The can was covered in Swedish fish. It was the most amazing beer I've ever tasted in my entire life. I only ever had one can, and I have never seen it again and never been able to get my hands on it again. Swedes in Heat.
I got nothing.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, Rags, Popeye is not an Avenger. He said Hopeye, like Hawkeye. Hawkeye the Avenger? Popeye is not an Avenger, Rags. Oh, this is a good one! Stop! 3 places that we want more block parties. So I'm going to tell you, I want to be at Well Crafted. Those people are awesome. Their space is incredible. I cannot wait to get myself to Well Crafted.
If you didn't watch the Well Crafted, coming back from that comment,
I was gushing. I loved Well Crafted.
If you didn't watch that Well Crafted episode, I could have talked to those 2 dudes all night long. They were so entertaining and so knowledgeable and so much fun.
And then after the show, after cleanup, they still hung out and talked, and they were just super nice. Like, they're people that I want as friends.
Yep.
I loved it there.
Yep.
And I would love to get to some more famous breweries. I would like to go to a brewery and do a block party at a brewery. It's called Imprint. It's in Hatfield. I'd like to be able to do that. And then I would also like... B, why don't you say the one that you really want to go to?
The one down south?
Uh-huh.
The one in Virginia?
Mm-hmm.
The one in Richmond?
Uh-huh, that one.
Do you think they know the answer?
They probably do.
Do you know the answer to the question?
Beer is the answer.
Yeah, we want to go to the answer. We want to go to the answer so much that I think we want to go to the answer in about a month. Yeah. I think we want to go to the answer
yes!
in about a month.
Yes!
I don't know that we're going to broadcast, be on air and live, but I think we're going to the answer in about a month.
We're going to the answer in a month. We're going to do some part of this show at the answer in a month.
I mean, it may be...
The details are not worked out yet.
It may be guerrilla style. It may be Tom. It may be like, what was that movie? They were in New York with the giant monsters and it was all on a camcorder.
Oh, Cloverfield.
It may be Cloverfield style. We may do answer Cloverfield style, but... We're going to the answer in a month!
It's happening, folks!
Yeah! We've got a couple super fans that are tagging along with us, and you should, I'll tell you what, you should subscribe and like on YouTube, and you should be in the Facebook page, because we'll be dropping little hints here and there. Maybe I'll drop some hints on the YouTube page, and only subscribers
like when we're going, and you could get yourself a hotel room.
You could get yourself a hotel room, because... he hates me dropping my Virginia-Richmond itinerary, but we're following it. I'm making him follow my itinerary. Okay, go ahead.
All right, this one has been asked for. What is your favorite thing about your bromance? It's not a bromance. We tolerate each other.
I don't even know what that means. Have you watched the show? Have you watched the show? Like, I come in here, he brings me down to this basement studio, and he tortures me once a week. He yells at me.
First thing this morning, I was like, you better get on top of this stuff. I worked really hard last night. You better get on top of this stuff. And he did. He did it.
Yeah, he's sending me all kinds of links and files and stuff to fill out. And okay.
If you could only have one particular beer the rest of your life, what would it be?
At this stage in my life, right now, for the rest of my life, it would be a hoppy pale ale.
That's a solid answer. But it can only be one particular beer.
I thought it said one style.
Nope.
One particular beer for the rest of my life? One beer.
That's it.
Jjjuiceee.
It's a tough one, man. I could not come up with a good answer.
One beer? The style's not good enough. It's got to be one freaking beer for the rest of my life.
I went with...
Actually, that particular scenario on that card is like me dying and going to hell. That I can only have one beer for eternity. One single beer.
I went with the one beer that I've only ever had one can of and could never get again.
Oh, that Swedish fish thing?
I want Swedes in Heat. And I would be happy as a Swede in heat.
Okay. Main brewing company, it's called Post ride snack.
Oh, okay. I've heard of that one. Never had it.
I should have got a bottle
Yeah,
today.
so I would love to try it.
It's
Okay.
over at our favorite distributor right now.
And the last question before we get into this super long, we're already an hour in.
Yeah, let's do this.
We haven't done Cicerone. So last question
We're doing
is,
Cicerone tonight.
what's in the box? What's in the box?
Are we unboxing?
What's in the box?
Are we unboxing?
I don't know. It's just a question. I don't know what it means.
We're not unboxing, are we?
What's in the box? I don't know.
What box?
I don't know. This is what's in the box. Anyway. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to have to hide the chat because we are winging it a little bit here. And it is going to be time for So You Want to Be a Cicerone. And at this point... Whatever the music is.
That's Tom's way of saying we couldn't get the music to work tonight, but everything else is good.
In the Mix has the only copy, and I couldn't get it.
Okay, so we obviously weren't able to play this last week, and we got a lot of feedback saying, why didn't you play it last week? So don't have no fear, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't going away. There are 160 questions on this test. So
I am getting away from my IPA glass, and we are opening the stout. It is a Treehouse Stout. I have to open it with you. It is called Sweet Ride. Cookies and Cream Banana Cream Sundae.
we better have 100 subscribers on YouTube because I didn't want to drink this.
May I please have Grogu?
I need a stout glass. Ooh. Am I still allowed to pick any glass I want? Yeah, I like this Skeletor looking.
Oh, this is one of the Will Ralston set. Okay. So, let's start Cicerone, and I'll start to pour beer here. Hopefully this is working, folks. Let's see. The first question
is, Tom, it's a specialty lager. It's made from malt dried directly over a wood fire. What type of beer is that? And if you could press a button.
I will, sir. Let's see.
Is it a Dunkel? Keep going.
I do not think so.
Is it a Latvian hat beer?
Okay.
Well, hold on a second. I would just like to say that I love the fact that Latvian hat beer is a thing. I have no idea what it is. It's come up more than once in our little excursions in this show. And every time Latvian hat beer comes up, Tom and I laugh. Okay, is it a Rush beer? Or is it a Baltic Porter, Tom?
Okay, so I'm torn between Rausch beer and Baltic Porter. I do not like smoky beers, and I hate Baltic Porters. So that's why that's leaning me towards Baltic Porter. But I'm going to go with Rausch beer.
And
Rausch beer is my answer.
Rausch beer is his answer, and you are correct.
Woo! All right.
Yes.
Nice.
Well Crafted makes a smoked beer that I really want to try.
Okay. Yeah, I've never been into them.
Okay. The city of Cologne gives a blonde ale, known by what style's name? So it's brewed. It's associated with the city of Cologne. Is it a Pils?
All right.
Is it a Maibach? Is it an alt beer? Or a Kolsch? Which one of those beers is associated with the city of Cologne in Germany? It's a blonde ale.
This is a tough one. I'm going with Kolsch.
Kolsch is his answer.
I don't know enough about alt beer, though. So, let's see if I'm correct.
You are correct. 2 for 2.
All right. Nice. Okay, I hope everyone can see that at home. I hope you can all see that.
Me too.
We can see it clearly. And it looks like, see, there's our feedback. It looks like it's pretty good.
Cool. This is a dark ale consumed daily by the London working classes, circa 1750.
Ooh.
Would that be a standard English bitter? A British mild brown? An extra special bitter? Or a brown porter? I think I got you on this one.
This is a toughie.
I think I got you on this one.
So, I've never honestly had a standard English bitter.
Okay.
I've never heard of it, so
Okay.
I'm crossing that one out because I've never actually heard of it.
Gotcha.
I'm going to go with extra special bitter in ESB because of the popularity of that style, and I think that's what we're looking for. So I'm going to go with ESB, but definitely not sure on this one. Ooh, a brown porter.
Can I give you the clue and the hint?
Oh, please.
So, it's the working classes. They were porters. They were constantly carrying baggage back and forth. So it was kind of...
Oh.
Yep. This was probably what I was thinking when I put this together was the toughest question you were going to face.
That was a toughie. Yeah.
Because they're all super similar in kind of...
What do you think about that beer?
This
hot.
guy is a little hot.
A little hot.
A little hot.
A little hot.
I'm not getting a lot of the separate flavor notes. It's all one wave.
I'm getting banana, right?
I'm just getting spiky and sweet.
Yeah. So what is a trait of English India Pale Ale?
English, Tom.
Okay. A piney earthiness. Oh, sorry, you read them.
You can read them if you want to.
It's easier for you.
Assertive bitterness. Floral forward. Tropical zip. Which one of those flavor profiles are you going to associate with an English India Pale Ale?
B. Woo!
My man is 3 for 4?
Yeah, something like that.
Yep. Which of the following is commonly brewed with coriander and salt? I know, it was hard. A Goza? Oyster Stout. I've never had an oyster stout. Belgian wit.
They actually taste salty. Ugh.
Farmhouse Saison.
Goza.
Boom.
There we go.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, that's simple.
So I must have hit the section of the test that was all about beer styles.
Yeah.
Because all the questions were beer styles tonight. But hey, you did a good job, buddy.
Nice.
4 for 5.
Very good. And now, hopefully, our names are back down there and all is good. So, boy, we pushed it real far. We did 108 minutes tonight.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, a lot of good questions. Thank you. When I called for more questions, they came in.
They came flooding in.
It was really great talking to you. We had a lot to talk about tonight. So I hope you enjoyed the game. I hope you enjoyed our low budget without in the mix, our out of the mix.
Tom did a heck of a job on production tonight because without Tom, it would have just been me on a Facebook Live video in the corner. It would have been pretty. Once again, I want to bring up the fact that you guys came out in droves last weekend, and it was such an amazing time hanging out with you.
So good.
I would like to do that numerous times this summer. And Tom and I are actually working hard, talking to people, beating the streets, trying to make sure that we give you guys the opportunity, because it's important that we hang out. It's cool sitting in your house drinking, but it's so much cooler being out with like-minded people, hanging out and having a good time.
And helping local business.
Yes.
Supporting.
Yes.
If you know a local business that we could support, like this weekend, we got hooked up with a charity that we could support.
Yep.
We talked to the guy. I actually went up to him and said, "Hi, my name's Tom. What are you doing here? I don't know you." And he said, "Well, I'm here because Round Guys and
Hops for
I've
Hope.
got a charity." So we're excited that we have this super cool and fun charity that could show up and we could actually do something for them too. So the more we get, the better. Oh, you want to see comments?
No, I'm just thinking that one of the side conversations that resulted, and I can't remember if you were part of it, is we ran into a dog charity.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Oh, the Great Dane charity.
Yeah, I have his business card in my
that's
in my stuff.
John Warren. Yep, good
John
guy.
Warren,
Yep.
super nice guy, and he said I can bring a bunch of Danes and they can hang out for the day.
Would you like guys?
Oh my gosh.
Would you like to do a dog party with Great Danes?
Super fun.
Because it could happen.
Yeah. So anyway, things are opening up. Please, if you have something that you want us to be a part of, or you think we should, tell us. We'll reach out, or you reach out to them. We're just gonna make this bigger and better, and just absolutely the most fun we can have.
So if you don't have anything going on next Friday night, come on out to Levante Stables. We'll hang out for a while. You'll get to see us. We're going to sit down with one of the owners and talk about all the amazing things Levante does. If you've never had a Levante beer or don't know anything about Levante Brewing, it's a fabulous place. I'm going to follow up tonight's episode by posting links to those articles if you want to read about them.
They're worth it. They're fun.
It's kind of interesting to see what's going on out there in the community. And, oh, my God, we're going to Richmond in a month. And if you've never been to Richmond, if you've never had any Richmond beer, if you have some vacation time, you want to start looking at hotels in Richmond for the weekend of the 25th. My God, we're going to light it up.
You should do it.
You got anything?
That's it. Thank you. You make this totally worth it. We do it because
we do it for you.
We
do it for you, and we want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you, Chris. Great meeting you guys. Thank you, Chad. Good night.
And, yeah. This is going to take a moment because there's a bunch of things I got to tap on.